Nathan, after a bit of a grind of a second half offensively, how do you maintain your confidence to execute that last play and take us through it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game. We're thankful as an offense that at times, especially during the streak, right, that it hasn't been, we haven't needed to. There's been a lot of pressure off of us. Our defense has played. I think they've gotten better every single week. I think this is our special teams' their best game all year, and they stepped up in a huge way, providing a turnover, touchdown, obviously, those are big plays. And I think I've been saying this all year. I think so. Forgive me if I'm saying something I've already said, but I think good teams find ways to win ugly games, and this was an ugly game offensively for us. And again, it's the greatest team game in the world for a reason.
Robert, obviously they're trying to kick away from 7 in that moment. Just how motivating is that for you on the return?
Nah, because I know like that he got his position, I got my position, and we trust in the guys in front of us. So, they do their job. We're gonna do our job, and that's what it comes down to. No matter who gets the ball. We good? Yeah, we good.
Robert, what's going through your mind in those moments as you're run down the field there?
Honestly, I'm just following my block. Like, I'm trusting my guys. I know they're going to do the right thing, and I'm just following my block. I seen a cut, made the cut, and all I seen was green grass. So, once I see green grass, it's kind of hard to, stop at that moment. But in my mind, I'm thinking, like before the kickoff, I even told Seven, just trust him, Like, even if it looks iffy, just trust that the final picture is going to come out the way we like it, And that's what we did, and we got a touchdown.
Nathan, what's going through your mind when Sean lines up for that final field goal?
Yeah, I think for us, we just knew that we needed to get to a certain position on the field, and not too much worry after that. I just wanted to make sure that the snap and the hold were good, and those guys are almost as consistent as Sean is. And so when that was good, I was pretty confident that it was going in.
Nathan, what's your level of confidence in Justin on the last pass, and what does it mean having a guy like that you can trust in moments like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think in games like this, I think you certainly look to your guys, and I think he's a guy over the middle. I have more confidence than anybody, I think, and I think he's just with that frame and that reach. I think you can just kind of put it up there and know that even if he's going to take some contact, he's going to come down with the ball. And so that was a huge play. And, I think I'm just really proud of the guys. Again, we didn't, put the numbers up that we usually do, but we certainly, made play when you need to. And when you're called on, you have to perform. And they certainly did that. So proud of all our guys, but certainly proud of Justin, who was battling through and grinding through and made some really big plays for us tonight.
Nathan, it's been pretty difficult for anyone to bottle up this offense this year. What was Calgary showing you in the second half when it was such hard sledding?
Yeah, I think they had a really good plan. I think their front does a really good job of, getting pressure. They don't have to pressure a ton. I don't know what I have to watch the film, but other than an all-out blitz they had at the end of it was either second or third quarter. I don't know if they did any other pressures other than their front four, and so they just have a ton of confidence in those guys. They played really, really well, and they just were taking a lot of the underneath throws away. I think their plan was to take away the first, second read and make me have to go through it. And I'll watch the film, and I'm sure there'll be some things that I know that I should have had and just kind of let it rip. But I'm glad that we're in an opportunity where we can look at the film and we can get reload and get better and look for next week.
I'll ask you guys this. What's the better freeze frame? Robert Carter's interception earlier this season or Nathan on your run today, that juke you made at the end where you sort of sent the safety flying back past you?
I think it's pretty clear. Everyone will say it would be...
oh, he's disagreeing here.
It would be his... I think he's just being humble. I think that was the play of the year and maybe of the decade. So
Nathan Rourke, he has 2 long runs. Yeah. and he's leaving DBs. So like when you're a quarterback and you're leaving DBs, and not once but twice, so they can't say it's luck. So I vote Nate.
I just want to say, for the record, I know everyone's wondering, but I cannot jump as high as him. Just for the record, just so everyone knows.
I think it's pretty obvious that he's faster than me for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Sorry, I've got one more. Nathan, you talked about not putting up the offensive numbers that you usually do tonight as a group. What does it say about this group, about this team, that you still got the result?
Yeah, I think we're maybe more well-rounded than even we thought. Especially when special teams are making plays, I think that shows the depth of your team. And there were some guys, I think at times, I think they'd be the first to admit we've struggled at times. But I think, again, making plays when it matters most in the biggest games. So proud of those guys for, especially, special teams always takes a hit when you're have some injuries. Guys have to be shuffled around. And those guys are just been tremendous. So I think it just speaks to the depth of our team, the belief of our team, to be able to rely and trust each other. Rob talked about that, just being able to trust that the other person's going to do their job. And we talked a lot about that this week. And I think it showed on the field.